Hey guys, how's it going? We're gonna do a quick update on the 2022 JLR in Tuscadero pink. It's been a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and update you on everything that's been done. It's fairly well done from by now, but there's always things. I've got a couple things actually in the garage that I still need to add to it. We'll go over those in a little bit. But so yeah, this is 2022. They were actually 2021s, but mine wasn't delivered till February, or actually Valentine's Day of 22, and being a later order, I think I put my order in October, and then the delays of manufacturing, this is actually 2022, which is, hey, great for me. So just turned over 5,000 miles on it. Actually, I've had it for, oh gosh, how many months now? 8. It's just turned 8 months old, so that's not bad. So yeah, let's go over it. I've put a 3-inch lift on it. I'm going to call it a 3-inch lift. So it's ARB Old Man Emu with Fox shocks. So on their website it'll show 3.5-inch lift for non-Rubicon or 2.5-inch lift with a Rubicon. I'm just going to call it 3. And then of course I upgraded the shocks. Let's go over those. So it came with front and rear adjustable track bars. Obviously 4 springs, front and rear, sway bar links, front and rear, front lower control arms to get the caster correct. And then I went ahead and upgraded to some really nice shocks because I can't stand what they provide. So here's the Fox, I think those are the 2.0 reservoirs. There's the rear, and here's the front. So if you're familiar with the Gladiator, the reservoir mounts up front here like this. So they do that on this as well. Use some self tappers, they mount right there to the frame, and there they are. So really nice. And steel braided line and everything. Went ahead and went with 37s. So these are Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. Really like them. Back in the day, Mickey Thompsons were known as real soft. Didn't last you very long. You replaced them every year. These have come a long way, and they're quiet. They're actually all season. And here in Colorado, we get a lot of snow, so they're actually snow rated. They're not loud. They're not, you know, there's really no down to them yet, and I've put a couple thousand miles on them. So 37s, they do have a really cool side tread to it. I went with 17-inch KMC crawls, the beadlocks. Those are real beadlocks, dual valved. Of course, I went ahead and got some sick, and that's like what they say nowadays. Those are actually 6-speed valve stems pink, and the Apex rapid valves. See if I can get a better view of that too. So 5 of those. I'm just a beadlock fan. I've been crawling for years, so once you go beadlock, it's just tough to go back, I guess. Of course, the KC Gravity kit, tire kit that KC will sell you, with the A-pillar bars and the 8 across the front, Pro 6 Gravity. I went ahead and went with their KC Flex Pods up front, swapped out the gold ring for reds, which have been sunned out to pink, which I figured they would do. And then, hey, look, there's a grasshopper. Let's say hi to our little friend. And it's got a Poison Spider stubby front bumper with a bull bar. Can't stand stingers, so those of you like stingers, just unfriend me now. But no, really, the front two, put 2 more KC Flex Pods there. Those are wired into the actual wire loom that Jeep gives you with the front bumper, so I can turn those on just like you could your front bumper lights. And really sharp there. Switched out the bezels to black. I found a gentleman in Florida that powder coats D-rings, and this is as close as I've seen. I mean, goodness, that's within a fraction of perfect. Powder coated Tuscadero pink D-rings, and of course my Spinny Belt shackle right there for cancer awareness, pink, and D-ring on that. Hidden inside there is a worn Evo 10S synthetic line 10S with a worn cover over it to keep it nice and fresh. I did also upgrade the steering. Like I said, it has front and rear track bars that come with the kit. This tie rod's been replaced, so that's there. And of course the front track bar frame bracket brace. It's got a lot of different names, I guess, but it'll hold up these 37s real nice. Heck, I would run 40s on this. if I was still in that mode, and I'm far from 40s. Those days are over. Been there, done that. Don't really want to do it again. So no death wobble, full strength, no problem whatsoever. That is the upgraded power steering box. It's not the weak one that everybody complained about. So mine actually came with a proper one. They didn't have to swap it out under any kind of warranty or anything. So I went ahead and did, when I go all the way color block like my 13 Commando, I went all green. So this one's all pink. So the little rubber stoppers on the hood when you drop your windshield, which you'll never do, I got a set of those painted in pink to cover up that rubber stopper. I can't stand the factory 12-foot long antenna, so I got a nice 14-inch there. Still gets a really good reception when you're just looking to pick up radio signal. I went ahead and got worn sliders. There are 2 pieces to them. I so far have elected not to put on the second piece because it requires you to drill half a dozen holes or more per side, and just not there yet. I might, no big deal. I have them at home. So, but it is a legit boat side slider, an actual step. They stick out far enough to actually step on if you needed to. So I'm really impressed with those. Great bang for your buck on the worn sliders. So I'd recommend those if you're looking. What else? Let's see. We'll go around the back. I opted for the factory tailgate heavy duty bracket just because I knew I was going to get a bigger tire on there. So that rock ring looks different, doesn't it? Let's go over here first. I put my antenna on. I haven't wired it up yet. The coaxial's sitting in my garage. There's the Smitty built bracket that allows you to run 37 on the carrier. So it goes up and out, what, an inch and a half to clear it when you close the door. Of course, this one has the tow package, so I went ahead and stuck a D-ring in there, nice fancy one that I've had for years. So let's go over this. I guess this paint code is PHP, and the fancy code is K, right? So I called an auto shop. I said, hey, I want to have, you know, the powder coating I've checked into. It's a 2-step process, pristine, and it's a mess if you don't get a professional that knows what he's doing. So I said, hey, well, I'm really not planning on scratching these up anytime soon. Those days are behind me. So let's just go with paint. And they looked it up, and I guess that paint code is a K, and it's extremely expensive. They wanted, oh God, like 150 per wheel, just for the ring, not the wheel, just that ring that you see. And I told them pack sand on that one. So I found a company amongst all the forums, EMR I think it is. Could be wrong. I know it starts with an E. And they paint match vehicles colors, and they send them in a 12-ounce spray can, a rattle can. It's like, oh hell, I'll try it. You know, what the hell, it's one can. I've got 5 wheels. If nothing else, I'll strip it down and polish it back. So that's rattle can pink in the code. That is, it's I don't know if the camera's doing any justice, but if it's not a dead match, it's really close. And then of course I cleared over that. They sell you the clear coat also. So I'm still on the fence. I might buy it in bulk and shoot it myself, or have it shot professionally. There's the dual valve, there's the apex on the spare there. Great valves. If you don't know what they are, Google it. So yeah, so that turned out really well. I really would like to do all of them, just not, I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, just not there, but I'm sure I'll get there soon enough. All it really takes is me to get these on a rock and scratch the you know what out of them, and then off it goes into the paint booth. So but yeah, for the most part, she's rocking and rolling. I did get a nice gift in the back of this from the family. This is the Quadratech table, and so that's just an easy add-on. But this one actually has a storage compartment in it, like a little cubby, a little desk in there. Of course, it's got the Molly slots if you wanted to attach equipment. This right here is a bottle opener. So great thinking there, Quadratech. It doesn't rattle. It's actually engineered very well. It's got rubber stops on it, so you don't hear it rattle. The only thing you're going to hear rattle is your gear if you improperly stow it. So you got to kind of have a know-how of how to stow stuff in there. Of course, there's your table. Plenty of workspace there, lunch space. It's got cup holders. I don't worry about anything coming out of there. And when I open it up, if you're off camber and you're gonna have lunch, and you've got a 37 on your gate, that door's not gonna stay open anyway. So you've got to be on fairly level ground or passenger side camber, what have you. So that's not gonna be a problem. Goes together real nice. In the rear, I went ahead and did like I did on my 18. So this light here is an add-on. Of course, it's daytime, so you really can't tell, but at night, this thing is extraordinarily bright. If you've ever been in the back of your Jeep at night, that little bitty dome light on a 2-door, even on a 4-door, is very inadequate. Of course, on a 4-door, you'd have a C-pillar here. So what that does is it comes out here, the wiring, I don't know if you can see that, actually went into the wire loom there and comes around and attaches there with some nice fasteners. I went ahead and snuck it in right down there, and it travels up through that plastic covering, over, around, and to the sound bar, and it wires in right to your dome light. So when you open your door or hit your dome light accessory light, your rear opens. So it doesn't come on unless your doors are open like any other light would come on. Now on a 4-door, you'd have that C-pillar. Now the 18 was a 4-door and it's extremely clean. You don't see anything. The C-pillar hides every bit of wiring. Now, if I wanted to, I could take the hard top off, get into that sound bar and hide that little bit of wiring. But for me, honestly, I'm okay with that. That's not bothering me at all. If you have a 4-door, it's all the way gone without any really effort. It's a great install. It even comes with a little remote control, and you can turn on a light show and you can dim it. There's a lot of things that light does other than just, you know, steady on. So it's actually a really great little accessory that I liked on the 18, so I did it on the 22. Indoors, not much. You know, I've got the pink, another gift from the family, a pink pair of, there you go, right there. Can you see it? Hard to see though. Paracord handles, so, you know, dual purpose obviously. I've got the bullet point phone mount, dash mount, really great. Of course, it's in pink, and I've been ducked a couple times with pink Jeeps, which is great. Love that people are doing that. And then of course I found a company, I think it was on Etsy. They sell these little covers for the keyhole. So on an entire Jeep, there's a bright shiny keyhole that none of us use because we use the key fob. Of course it's there if the battery's dead and you can go ahead and open it, or if, I don't even know if they option them anymore, but if you have a Sport without automatic doors, you use your key, I suppose. But I didn't like that just one shiny hole that nobody uses. And those actually just pop on. There's no sticky tape, there's no nothing. I can do top speed down a freeway, they're still there, they haven't blown off. And just for grins, they send you additional caps for your windshield wiper arms. And there's different, I guess, looks, there's different designs. So I went with the American flags. I don't know if you can see that with the sun glare. So, and then of course the passenger side, and there is not one on the rear on a JL. So yeah, that covers those up. It's really easy. It's all about the details, right? I've had so many of these. What do you do different? Well, you find a couple things here and there and you keep it kind of cool, different. So yeah, there's 22 Tuscadero, ready to go. We're gonna hit some trails this weekend, this winter, play in the snow. This bright pink on some fresh snow should look amazing. But yeah, hope you guys like it, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.